Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Jackson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now this defense for the Bengals, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11 MT.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
20! And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal. And they sent that play backwards.
Escaping the pressure right.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They'll run with Dobbins. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Second and goal from the 6 this time. They go play action now. Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He's going to wind up and air it out. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Jackson now. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The Ravens hit 9-3 here on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. We're scoreless after 1. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
No, we changed it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Report! Report!
Jackson will throw again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year.
And the Ravens post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him. But right now, he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
if you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
Third and goal, Burrow. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
They go play action with Jackson. Going deep here for Watkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Here's Jordan Stout now.
But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. On the return, here's Agnew. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return.
And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on 2nd and less than a yard. Mixon will try the right side. They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Now Burrow.
Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Burrow looking to pass. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
2nd down and goal. Burrow He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have moved out in front. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brandon, never ceases to amaze me just how fast these defensive ends are in the game nowadays. Part of that is what we've seen in college football, where they've gotten smaller and faster on the defensive side of the ball, but they've brought that to the NFL because it is hard for an offensive line.
And this is caught. Touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. This time, the extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here we go. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
First down. Here's Burrow. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
To this point, I've been impressed. defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Here we go,
so quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And they go play action now. Burrow. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
To try again after the sack. Burrow. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a third and long after that sack we just saw. Now back to throw. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson going for it all.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now it's Jackson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have...
He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here we go. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Gun. Got.
Now Burrow on 1st down. He finds his running back, Mixon.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Mixon up the middle. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow.
Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it.
Touchdown Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game.
There he goes, right side. 30, the 20. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing is Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Ravens have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Burrow on play action. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
"35 yards that time on the punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
And this is just a little touch pass. It's in the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Boyd. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Oh, no, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. Oh, no, he lost the football. Goodness, nobody wanting to hold on to that football. 2 fumbles, one by each team on the same play. Not something you see every week.
No, not at all. And you and I both know how important possessions are nowadays in the NFL because there's not much difference between teams. So when you get a chance for a takeaway, you've got to hold on to the football yourself. Don't give it right back to him.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a second down and just a couple. And Burrow going to throw again. This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And it'll be intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
It's a foot race. He's at the 50. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are right back in this football game.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this is the holiday season because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. With touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They go play action now. Jackson. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Second and 4. They'll go again with Dobbins. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Jackson. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he will have a Ravens first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here we go, here we go.
A final shot now for Burrow. This for all the marbles. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Ravens, it's a 10th win on the year as they